Their story usually.
Yeah, your microphone is live.
Everything's okay?
Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick's in this.
Deputy Mayor, are you on?
No, I'm just adding him.
Oh.
Yeah.
My machine timed out. Hold on.
Everybody can hear us okay?
Yeah.
Call this regular council meeting to order at 7 p.m. on January the 26th, 2026. We acknowledge that we're in Treaty 5 territory and the city of Thompson is located on the ancestral lands of Nitchis Cree Nation. We respect the spirit and intent of treaties and treaty making and remain committed to working in partnership with First Nations, Inuit and Métis people in the spirit of truth, reconciliation and collaboration. I'd like approval of the agenda. Councillor Saw, Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick, all in favor? Carried. Next, we're going into adoption of minutes. 4.1 is minutes from the public hearing for bylaw 2060 to 2025, January the 12th, 2026. Bylaw 2026-014, moved by Councillor Chong, seconded by Councillor Wong. Be it resolved that the minutes of the public hearing for bylaw 2060-2025 fiscal secondary plan held in council chambers, City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba, on Monday, January 12, 2026, be adopted as circulated. Administration.
Nothing further.
Councillor Chong is the mover.
Nothing further.
Any other council comments? Seeing none, call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Four point two is adoption of minutes for regular council meeting January the 12th, 2026. Resolution 2026-015, moved by Councillor Chong, seconded by Councillor Wong. Be it resolved that the minutes of the regular meeting of council held in council chambers, City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba, on Monday, January the 12th, 2026, be adopted as circulated. Administration.
Nothing further.
Councillor Chong.
Nothing further.
Any other members of council? Call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Four point three is adoption of minutes for the committee of the whole, January 19th, 2026. Resolution 2026-016, moved by Councillor Chong, seconded by Councillor Wong. Be it resolved that the minutes of the committee of the whole meeting of council held in council chambers, City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba, on Monday, January 19th, 2026, be adopted as circulated. Administration.
Nothing further.
Councillor Chong.
Nothing further.
Other council members? Seeing none, call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Next, we're going into resolutions. 5.1 is a resolution to approve the Hudson Bay Route Association membership fee. Resolution 2026-017, moved by Councillor Wong, second by Councillor Chong. Be it resolved that council approve the payment of membership fees for 2026 to the Hudson Bay Route Association for the amount not to exceed $750. Administration.
This is a newer membership. I believe council started joining the Hudson Bay Route Association last year. Their interests are on the basically the rail line from the south all the way up to Churchill. The city of Thompson is a part owner of that rail line. And this group here advocates on behalf of the users of the rail line, for what they'd like to see developed. Last year, they held their annual general meeting here in Thompson.
Thank you. Councillor Wong is the mover.
Nothing further to add, thank you.
Any other comments? Councillor Valentino.
Thank you, Mayor Smook. I'm going to be supporting this, and I think more than ever, it's so important that we become a member and we work with the Hudson Bay to Route Association, especially with attention to the Port of Churchill and it being one of the five nation building projects from the Prime Minister. I was happy to speak at their AGM that they had here in Thompson in my role as AMM president, and I'm hoping that we continue to work a little bit closer with them. It was the first time that they gathered here in Thompson for their AGM, so hoping that we can have them around more often and really be a part, because there's so many moving parts with the whole rail line and getting things to Churchill, and now with a lot of attention to Northern Manitoba, I think that this is a great membership and partnership to have for us. Thanks.
Thank you. I've actually been on the Hudson Bay Route Association for a year now as a member, and more so than even just a rail line, it's about getting the grain moving back again from Saskatchewan, working on the pipelines and that get oil coming and going across the south, working with Centerport and Southport to make sure that Thompson, the paw is not forgotten on the way to Churchill. So thank you. So with that, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. 5.2 is a resolution to approve early capital budget for the security at the Thompson Regional Community Center. Resolution 2026-018, moved by Councillor Wong, second by Councillor Chong. Whereas administration recommends renewing the agreement with Garda World to provide security service at the Thompson Regional Community Center. And whereas early budget approval in the amount of $70,000 is required to ensure continuity of the services. Now therefore be it resolved that Council authorize administration to renew the agreement with Garda World for security service. And be it further resolved that Council approve an early budget allocation of $70,000 to be incorporated into the 2026 budget with funding transferred from the Public Safety Reserve account. Administration.
Yeah, so this was presented last week at the committee of the whole for council to review with the director. The improvements in security that have been seen since we implemented security at the TRCC. The request was put forth that this come for a resolution tonight. It was recommended by council that come tonight for a vote for approval.
Thank you. Councillor Wong is the mover. Any comments?
No comment, thank you.
Any other council comments? Councillor Saw.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be supporting this, of course. I mean, it's sad to say that we have to have this level of security at probably the major gathering area in Thompson, but it's a portion of reality. But as reported by administration, having security at TRCC, we have seen a significant reduction, 55% over them, from year to year over 3 years. So we know it's working. And I think for parents who have their children come to TRCC, high school and so on, their expectation is that council does as much as we can to make sure that they're kept safe. And I think this is very important factor in ensuring that. So absolutely in full support of this. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Seeing none, call for the question. All those in favor? Duncan, thank you. It is passed. 5.3 is a resolution to approve the tabulation of prices for the RFP for the city of Thompson organization review and wage comparison. Resolution 2026-019, moved by Councillor Wong, seconded by Councillor Chong. Be it resolved that council approve the recommendation of the administration team and award the tender for the City of Thompson organizational review and wage comparison to HR Advantage Incorporated for their tendered price of $129,400 plus applicable taxes as per tender file number 11525. Administration.
Yep, so last year, as part of council's budget, $100,000 was allocated for the city of Thompson to undergo an organizational review and a wage comparison that would benchmark the city's wages versus wages across Western Canada for similar communities. The tender was released based on the parameters given by council, and 11 results came back with bids on their proposals. The administration evaluated those, narrowed it down to 2, and brought those to council for review at the last in-camera meeting of council, based on, and also gave council the opportunity to review those as well. After some discussions that were held, it was recommended that the company in here, HR Advantage, be awarded the tender. The reason it has to come to council is because it's $20-some thousand more than the budgeted amount, which requires council's additional approval to approve this award.
Thank you. Councillor Wong is the mover.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We've been waiting for a long time to be happening, so finally we got the step going forward. So even though I don't like to spend money that sometime, but this is, I think, it's well spent, even we have the addition $20,000 more just to get all this picture thrown in front of us, so we know where we're standing. Are we overpay or underpay? All that kind of thing will be presented to us once they're all done the interview. So I will support this resolution, and thank you, Anthony, get this rolling.
Thank you. Any other comments? Councillor Valentine.
Thanks, Mayor Smook. I'm going to be supporting this also, and similar to Councillor Saw, this has been a long time coming, and I really think that this is an opportunity. There might even be some low-hanging fruit out there after we do this organizational review on how we can just do a few things a little bit different and yet maybe save time and resources on how we're providing the services to our taxpayers. And maybe we'll be able to see our wage comparison. Like, we should be investing in some kind of a review like this, because we're investing in our municipality to see how we can do business better, and how we can become an employer of choice. Maybe we're doing things that we aren't being able to attract people. Like, we see we're struggling to have enough operators to clear our snows and have a water break at the same time. We had to close our arena early because we didn't have ice plant operators. So I think a whole organizational review can really benefit us on how we do business and how we provide our services to our taxpayers. And I think it's a good thing, and it's a good investment. And I hope to see some really creative things and approaches that will come out of it, and wage comparisons to see how we can do business better and really be an employer of choice. So I'm looking forward to this. I think it's great. Thanks.
Councillor Oberdorfer.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree with everything that Councillor Valentino said. We've been talking about this for a couple of years, so I'm very excited to see it coming forward. I'm definitely going to be supporting it. Yeah, I think there's only good things to come from it. We've been discussing the wages and whether we're competitive enough given the market and how things look sort of nationwide. So I'm very excited to see what happens with this and for us to finally get the ball rolling. So great, thank you.
Any other councillor comments? Yes, I too agree that glad to see this moving forward, and looking forward to the results for both us and the citizens of Thompson. With that, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. 5.4 is a resolution to appoint a designated officer to bid at the tax sale auction for properties listed in the 2024 designated year. Administration.
Still have the resolution.
Oh, sorry. Pardon me. Resolution 2026-020, moved by Councillor Saul, seconded by Councillor Chong. Whereas pursuant to S 374 of the Municipal Act, a municipality may bid on and purchase property at a public auction and may direct a designated officer to bid on its behalf. Now therefore be it resolved that council authorize Anthony McGinnis, city manager, to bid on behalf of the city of Thompson at the March 10th, 2026 tax sale. Administration.
Yeah, so every year, the city of Thompson employs a tax auction service, a tax sale service. This is for properties that are in arrears in taxes and have not made the payments. There's always options for people to come forth and make payment plans with the city. At the current moment, I believe there are 9 properties left. When this goes to auction, the public can then come in and bid on those properties to redeem the tax based on the reserve bid amount. And for any properties that the city council may want the city manager to bid on, I would then represent the city council to bid on those. Though you have to appoint me by resolution to do so. So that's what this is just one more step in this process.
Thank you. Councillor Saul, the mover.
No, the only thing I say, I mean, it is a standard procedure. Just one quick question is that, how many properties do we currently have under the cities does from the tax sale?
I believe in this current process, there are 9 outstanding properties. When Lynn started it, our CFO, I believe it was over 100, but a number have redeemed or have entered into payment plans.
Yes, right, so I realized there was 9, I wasn't too sure how much we'd be started at, so that shows that we, you know, a very small percentage that have gone this far now, and hopefully we get the 9 down lower, so but yeah, I'll be a person of support of this, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other comments, councillors? Thank you. This is a housekeeping housekeeping that we go through every year. So with that, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Next, I'm going to go into bylaws. Bylaws 2.1 is a second reading of bylaw 2063-2026 corporate asset management bylaw. Resolution 2026-021 moved by Councillor Saw, second by Councillor Chong. Be it resolved that bylaw 2063-2026 being a bylaw of the city of Thompson to establish a comprehensive, systematic, and mandatory framework for the governance, management, and stewardship of the city's infrastructure assets throughout the entire life cycle, and to ensure the principle of life cycle management, risk-based decision-making, financial sustainability, and continuous improvement is in a manner consistent with the internationally recognized standards, including the ISO 55000 series, be given a second reading. Administration.
Yes, so this will become the city of Thompson's flagship corporate asset management bylaw. This is something that the city has been talking about for probably the last 7 years. This is something that council said for a number of years that they've wanted in place. The administration's worked to get some of the tools in place. We now have a new member of staff whose focus is on managing the city's assets and overseeing this program. And this bylaw is really the backbone of setting this program up. And you'll see that there's a second bylaw in the package tonight that then supports the implementation of this bylaw. That'll come for second and third reading as well. The administration would recommend that council pass this at second and third reading.
Thank you. Councillor Saw, the mover, do you have any comments?
No, except to say that, of course, I'll be supporting this. I do want to thank Ryan, of course, our asset management coordinator, and Lyle, and a lot of work put into this. And of course, this is going to provide some really good, well, I mean, as mentioned, the information put in this will help that direction going forward. So I do thank them for the work, and yeah, I'd be supporting this. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Comments? Again, this is something we can, oh, Councilor Wong, sorry.
It's okay, thank you, Madam Mayor. This is another parcel that we've been wanted to see happen. It's a little bit late, but better than none not coming, so hopefully we'll help out the administration to and also the elected official in the future to look into the budget item, what can we do and stuff like that. So I will support this bylaw, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I'd just like to thank our administration, Anthony Lyle, for working hard to get this started. Thank you, Ryan, for joining the team and moving forward to this. It's definitely been a work in progress. With that, call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Six point two is third reading of bylaw 2063-2026. And just a reminder, this will be a recorded vote, it is the third reading of the bylaw. Resolution 2026-022, moved by Councillor Saw, second by Councillor Chung. Be it resolved that bylaw 2063-206 be given a third and reading and that it now pass. Administration,
Nothing further.
Councillor Saw.
Nothing further, thank you.
Any other comments? No. Seeing none in a recorded vote, all those in favor? Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick, Councillor Valentino, Councillor Oberhofer, Councillor Saw, Councillor McIver, Councillor Wong, Councillor Chong, Mayor Smook. It is passed. Six point three, the second reading of bylaw 2064-2026, Thompson True Stewardship and Resiliency bylaw. Resolution 206023, moved by Councillor Wong, second by Councillor Chung. Be it resolved that bylaw 2064-2026 being a bylaw of the city of Thompson to manage climate-related risks through practical measures that demonstrate genuine long-term environmental benefit, invest in sustainable community assets, and ensure economic stability be given a second reading. Administration.
Yeah, so as mentioned, this is the sister framework to the last one that was passed. We'll have more focus on sustainable assets, sustainable measures that the city would take. And administration would recommend that you pass this as well, as this will then trigger the program rolling out.
Thank you. Councillor Wong is mover. Any comments?
Yeah, Madam Mayor, this is another piece of the parcel need to be passed to get the thing going, and hopefully it's not too much work for administration. Thank you.
Any other councillors' comments? Seeing none, this is also something we've worked on for a number of years, so it's nice to see it move forward. So thank you to everybody involved also. That call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Six point four is the third reading of bylaw 2064-2026 and will be a recorded vote. Resolution 2026-024, moved by Councillor Wong, second by Councillor Chung. Be it resolved that bylaw 2064-2026 be given third reading and that it do now pass. Administration.
Nothing further.
Councillor Wong,
Nothing further.
any other comments from councillor? Okay, this will be a recorded vote. All those in favor? Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick, Councillor Valentino, Councillor Oberdorfer, Councillor Saw, Councillor McIver, Councillor Wong, Councillor Chung, Mayor Smook. It is carried. Just before we vote to adjournment, I'd like to remind everybody that we're just over a month away from the Winter Games, March 1st to 7th. So please sign up for your volunteer registration, come out and join us and have a great Winter Games. The city will be home to about 1,400 athletes and coaches and parents and that. So definitely come on out and help the cause. Thank you. And with that, it's warmed up for the weather a little bit, but still take it easy on the roads in that place. Thank you. All for adjournment? Councillor Wong, Councillor Saw, all in favor? We are adjourned at 7:26.
Thanks, everyone.